The world is evolving faster than ever. Just a century ago, we had no idea what the internet was, but today, it has become a part of our lifestyle. We are developing new technologies so quickly, we are not confident that the rest of the world will be able to keep up with us. We are quickly losing resources and becoming overpopulated in certain areas that it may be too much for the world to handle. We are left with two choices for the future of mankind. We can achieve singularity or crumble into nightfall. But first, we must examine our past to predict our future. We can deduce from looking at history that every great empire that rises must come to an end. There has not been one ancient empire that is still standing today. As you can see, for every empire that rises, there is another that takes its place. As we look at what has taken place in history, how can we say that we are not any different? There will most likely be an end to the beast today that we know. It's preposterous! There have indeed been declines in the past with empires, but we can still not determine if that could happen in today's society. As we say, every day is a new day, and I believe that we are headed for something better. Let's leave it up to our experts.
We are currently living in the most peaceful time in the history of mankind. People are currently living longer and richer lives than any average citizen in the past. We have achieved globalization and are now trading to countries across the world. Countries are now thinking of ways to get richer instead of ways to conquer land. I believe that this will lead us to a scenario called Singularity. Singularity is the acceleration of technological process that has been an essential theme throughout this century. We are on the cusp of a change comparable to the rise of human life on Earth. The precise cause of this change is the imminent creation by technology of entities with greater than human intelligence. This will be humanity's ultimate triumph over life, where we finally achieve a technology that will leave no one behind. This will be mankind's salvation. I think the direction that we are headed is not a bright one. We may only see the good side of things and are completely blinded by the rest of the world. Though some democracies are creating stable governments, in other countries they are creating corrupt officials. These people are the ones controlling a country, yet they are only benefiting themselves and not the people. This will lead to what I call Nightfall. Nightfall is the end of all times, or what we call the apocalypse. We have always seen rises to great empires, and the bigger they were, the harder they fell. This is applying to today's society, where we have gone so gigantic that we will witness one of the greatest falls in history. We have become so reliant on technology that most people won't be able to survive without it. So what will happen to everyone when this scenario begins? We can only wait and watch the beginning to one of the biggest falls in modern development.
Though these two scenarios are the extremes of what can happen in the future, we cannot wait for the future. We have to make decisions today to create a better future for everyone. So ultimately it is up to us. Are we going to singularity and prosperity, or are we going towards nightfall and the downfall of the computer age? Which scenario do you choose?
In next week's episode, we'll talk about a third and final scenario that we did not explain in this episode: aliens.